Greetings, Inquisitor. I'm pleased to make this holocron. Interesting stuff lined up for today. I took a look in the GAC for the main account, and it looks like we have an auto deploy to deal with. So that's that's gonna be fun. Auto deploy at 6 million galactic power. So work our way through that today. Also have an interesting matchup on the smaller account, so we'll see. Got some new artwork going on here. For those who watched the prior streams or heard something that I was talking about before, my daughter was in charge of making the art for Aleura, and she apparently needed it to be a Jedi instead of a Sith. She didn't want to be a bad guy. And she also wanted to be a mermaid. She wanted to be a mermaid Jedi. So looks like we pulled that off. We've got a mermaid Jedi over here with a lightsaber trident that I think looks pretty darn cool. And just to make sure it didn't get away from us, you'll notice that the Jedi mermaid is actually carrying around a Sith holocron. So she's being a bit naughty, probably going to end up getting corrupted by that thing. But yeah, you see there on her belt, she's got one of Loquitur's holocrons she's hauling around with her. All right, let's see what we got going on over in the chat. Best defense for Grand Arena beginners is the question. Loquitur secretly a mermaid? Well, no, that's my daughter's character. That's Aleura. I mean, I play the account obviously, but Aleura is my daughter's name, so I gave her artistic control over the character. Can you give any tips on modding Darth Revan? Speed with speed and more speed, and crit damage on the triangle, and then speed and more speed. So Darth Revan just needs to go really fast. The debuffs that he puts on are debilitating, and he gets tons of extra damage, tons of crit damage, more crit damage from his leadership skill. So as long as he's just taking turns, he'll cut through the enemies. Which ships to never activate along with Phoenix? Okay. Could be a topic. All right. The Darth Loquitur lore has changed. I hope he's dressed like a mermaid right now. That would be hilarious. Well, you can't see my lower half, so I may actually have mermaid fins on. Who's Aleura? That's my daughter. Yeah. A Sith mermaid. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a Jedi mermaid. She wanted to be a good guy. It's a Sith in the making, though. We can just imagine that, given a long enough timeline, the holocron corrupts her, and maybe she becomes a Sith after a while. All right, let's take a look back here. There were some questions. One of them was about good defenses to set for very early game players, and I've been playing this account all the way up, so if you go all the way back to where my Darth Loquitur account was real low level, you can see what kind of teams I placed. But basically, by the time you get to Grand Arena, you should have at least 4 teams somewhere in the making. And those 4 teams should be, honestly, at the very start of the game, 1 good defense and 3 offensive teams is probably how you typically will want to play it. And you want to keep your best ships on the offensive. A lot of the earliest battles that you'll fight, Division 11 and 10, just come down to who can clear and get banners. I did some defensive strategies, but basically I had a troopers team that was less GP than this. I had a little Darth Vader team that I was using, this Jedi team that I was using. And then we had the Geos, and at first they were, well, I mean, just not the Relic Spy, but by the time you're 85, you should have a Brute Alpha with a Zeta on it. So you should have a Geo team that's functional. So if Geos are your one main defensive team, and then just put trash in the other two zones, put trash in your ships, and then keep your other three best teams on offense, I would say that's the way to go right in Division 11. And then as you start to build up maybe your fifth team, you can see I've really not even got 6 teams built yet. So look at this bounty hunter team here. It's kind of a mix of 3 bounty hunters with some other garbage that I put on defense. Padme obviously is a really good defensive team. The Geos are a really good defensive team. So there I have my 2 good defenses. Here I've got a Darth Vader team where I don't have to take all these characters. I can subtract off whatever I need down to just Vader himself. And then here we got the troopers that pretty much need to stay as 5. And then we've got a Jedi team here that we try to clean up with. So you can see even, I just hit 1 million galactic power, and I've got 4 functional teams, and then I've got a part Jedi team and a part bounty hunter team, and that's all I've got. And instead of building more teams and trying to get to 6 teams or then 7 teams, 8 teams, and a cleanup team and all that stuff, I would rather build these core teams, these main teams that I have, get this relic level character on each team. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 relics spread out over 4 teams. That's what's going to make it harder for my opponents to get through me. And then, we'll work on this team. We're going to be bringing up Ezra Bridger pretty soon, so we'll have another Jedi for this team. And if we wanted to, I mean, honestly, we could add Plo to this team, right? Because Plo's getting to the point where he's a usable character now, so we could put him in this team and use him sometimes when we need him or not. Something like that. So that's what I would say for your early Grand Arenas. Put together your squads like this so you can look at them, defense, offense, and build your teams like that. All right, some people think that Aleura is pretty cool. I like it too. I think the artist did pretty darn good with a pretty outlandish description of what I wanted and made it come together in a way that I think is really some cool art. So Christian says, I lost my GAC to a Newt Gunray team that I underestimated. Don't underestimate the Newt. If he starts getting that taxes all over everybody and spreads that around, that can go bad in a hurry. Almost got the Geo team functional. Good. 72 combat waves, 4/4 in all phases, all 4 missions. Pretty stoked. Good job, Vader. That's awesome. That's great. I'm just off that mark on my main account. I did drop a battle on that very first Geo fight where they force you to take Poggle as a lead. I couldn't get ability block on a guy for like 4 turns in a row, and they took me out in phase 4. So I ended up losing that. I got 3 out of 4 in that. So imperfect. All right, somebody had asked about ships. What other ships to not build besides the Phoenix? So I've said, my current idea is, build the Phoenix and don't build something else. What I would say on ships, build ships that you're going to commit to. Okay? So don't come over in here and unlock a bunch of ships that you don't want. You're given the Consular, this X-Wing, I think, Clone Sergeant, and the TIE Fighter. I think you're given this. So you're given a couple ships and you don't really have choices about getting those going. But let's say, for instance, you like I got Biggs and Wedge, and I thought I was going to build the Rebel fleet, but I never came in here and got the ships going. I got the Rebel Y-Wing going even because I really thought I was going to build that Rebel fleet, and I'm farming Grief Karga off this node with a Rebel Y-Wing. But you see, if I'm not going to use these ships, I got 88 shards for Vader, but if I'm not going to use them, if they're not part of an active fleet that I'm going to be using in Grand Arena, then don't work on them. So the question of, what do you not work on besides your Phoenix ships. That's it. You don't work on anything that you're not using. So work on your arena team, work on your second fleet for Grand Arena. And at this stage of the game, I already have, I keep getting too much fleet going on. So I want about 60% fleet. So at 1,000,000 galactic power, I would want 400 in ships and 600 in characters. That, to me, is the right balance. But I keep going over in ships. Every time I start falling behind in fleet arena, I feel like I got to keep boosting these ships up and get them a little better and a little better so that I can keep up in fleet arena. But I have to say, there is a shard chat for my fleet arena now, so that's cool. And they invited me in. And a couple of the guys are really cool about softening up their fleets a little bit. And I've been able to snag second place a bunch this week. So that's getting organized, and people are helping each other out and allowing other people to get good placement. So that's good. All right, what else we got going on over here? Roxy Bro says, I'm thinking about making a second account like you have. Nice. Morning, Loquitur. Morning, Seth Morgan. Why aren't you going for SLKR when you already built up Kylo Ren Unmasked and the Lobster? A couple things. I wanted to go for an early trooper team on this account. That was one of my ideas on a team that could be very strong for Grand Arena early on, and that goes better toward the Sith Eternal Emperor. Kylo Ren has way too many requirements for fleet. If you build SLKR, you have to, unless you're willing to pay for the finalizer, which if this was more of a pay-to-play account, if I was doing like $100 a month on it or whatever, I would just buy the finalizer and go for SLKR first, for sure. But because I'm trying to keep the spend on this account low, I do $20 a month. And I'm not willing to build all of the bounty hunter ships and then all of the other ships that are required and the first order fleet and the finalizer just to get SLKR. So it really comes down to the teams that I wanted here at first go more toward Sith Eternal, and I really don't want to build the first order fleet this early in the game. Too many pre-requirements that I don't want to be working on yet. So I think C is going to be the smoother journey for me with what I want to do with the account. All right. What else we got going on over here? There's a lot of people in here. Oh, AP streams. Man, AP keeps overlapping me. AP is streaming like all the time now. He got his internet going finally, and he's like streaming all the time. It's pretty awesome. Hey, do you analyze accounts? I do analyze accounts. Maybe one of the guys in the chat here, Nabokov or Vader or somebody, have we reopened the database yet? We had to put a pause on the account review stuff because we were really getting so many people built up in there and needed to make some fixes to the database. So I don't know if that's reopened, but when it is, then you would join the Discord and you would go in there and put in your name for an account review. That's how that deal works. What should be my first Relic and Zeta in a CLS team? Boy, that's a hard question. Let's see what the chat says. I would think if I had to pick one first Relic in a CLS team, I would probably go for Chewbacca. You know, he assists the guys that have guard on them, and as long as you're guarding Han and CLS, the rest of the team is academic. I mean, you could just play with those three characters and Relic Chewie. That's my thought. See if anybody agrees or disagrees with that in chat. Don't focus the Watt mission, focus the cave mission with Dooku and droids, and do the special mission with Relic Geos. All right, let's see what else we got over here in chat. Not used to these early streams. Yeah, I do one stream early a week. There's some folks over in Europe that say that it's nice to have a stream every now and then that's earlier because they're 5, 6, 7 hours different than we are. And when people stream at 7 o'clock at night, it's 2 in the morning over there, which makes it really hard to catch a stream. So I like to do at least one a week early. So it's Saturday. We do it at 11. All right, Chewbacca. Crumply says Chewbacca. I did Han, then Chewbacca, then CLS, says Nabokov. Chewie, Han or Chewie. All right. Nice. So I think Chewbacca is the answer from my point of view. That's the best one. Because if he dies and you lose guard, then the rest of the team is easier to kill. So I would probably relic the Chewbacca first. All right, let's see. Do we have an account that we want to take a look at? We got lots of names in the account review still. Let's see. Let's take a look at somebody. Get an account going over here. Take a quick look at that. Got a couple more questions out of the Discord to answer at some point. We'll try to do one of these first, and then get back around to some questions. Okay, why did it not copy? Let's try this again. Try it again. One more time. All right, there we go. We got something going on now. We could take a look at Doofusford. 1.8 million galactic power. Maybe you guys could tell me. I don't think I've seen this person's name as an account that's been done or that's been looked at. So if anybody can confirm that we've already looked at it, let me know in chat. Otherwise, I'll just get started, go through here. Thanks for thinking about us Europeans. Nice. Loquitur, look at Hoddle's account. Okay. Have you done the GAC yet? Nope, I haven't done. I usually do some stuff while I wait for people to join the channel. Then I do the low level first, and then I'll do the higher level stuff later. Can't fill your name in on the Google form. It seems like it's full. Okay, maybe we still got it shut down then. We've got a lot of work to catch up on. I mean, a lot of people do want account reviews, so we get as many done as fast as we can, but there's definitely more demand than there is supply in this case. All right, so let's take a look at this tactical genius. He works over here at WikiLeaks. I love that guild name. That's hilarious. WikiLeaks. All right, galactic power in ships is about 6.5, and characters is almost 1.2. And this, just looking at this, I would think that we're probably going to find that he needs some more ships. Number 65 in fleet, so there might be some opportunity there. Number 406 in arena, with a good-looking team. I mean, that team doesn't look bad, so why are we at 406 in arena? Huh. I would think this team would be placed higher, but all right, let's get in here and take a look. Nabokov, Ed, you're on the right screen. Nice. Don't worry. Before the end of the stream, it'll happen. I'll be talking. I'll be on the wrong stream. It'll happen. All right, so let's look at ships. We got Ahsoka, Anakin, Plo is here, Jedi Consular, 7 stars with some work on the Consular, Rexes. So we got all the stuff for Negotiator here. Umbra and Starfighters coming along. Houndstooth, 5 stars. And then let's see what we've got. Just the 3 starting capital ships. Okay. A couple other ships here kind of in the middle. I would hope that this account is going for the negotiator. Looks like we already have the endurance built up as the capital ship that he wants to use with the stuff that he's got. And then he's got almost no effort, a little bit of effort put into the executrix, but not much in home 1. So primary fleet, secondary fleet under executrix. Okay, and the Geo ships aren't built up. What am I seeing here? Let's look for 5-star dark side ships. Let's look at this real quick. Okay, all right. He's got enough dark side ships to have unlocked the executrix and got that challenge going. I was worried there for a minute. I didn't think he had enough to be in the Zeta challenge, which would be not good. Hey, Storm sends a $2 super chat. Happy weekend, Darth, Loquitur, Council, and Inquisitors. Great. Thanks for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so relic characters, we've got the Padme team, and then we've got a battle droid, and we've got Dooku. It looks like we've got all the separatist droids coming up. Droideka, Magna Guard, Super Battle Droid, Grievous is over here getting worked on. Asajj is here. So C-3PO, Shakti, this looks like an account that's going for the General Anakin Skywalker. General Skywalker. Yep, looks like we're almost all the requirements for General Skywalker, I would say. And then it drops off pretty quickly to these mid-range characters. We really got a lot of stuff that's level 80, 85, gear 8. Is this a hyperdrive account? I don't know. Could be. I'm trying to see if there's a character here that I could recognize as not a hyperdrive account. No, I don't think it is. Right? Because some of these characters that are down here that are a lower level, you would get in the hyperdrive bundle, right? So, not hyperdrive. Got an Enfys Nest here. Started 5 stars. All right. So I'm forming an opinion about this account. It's yeah. Let's take a look at mods and see what we've got for mods, and then we'll go into the character advice, I guess. All right. The fastest character in this account is 241. And he's got a broken set. He needs another offense mod down here somewhere. Battle droid, offense set, 238 speed. Shakti, also missing a mod. So I don't know if this guy doesn't pay attention to mods, or if I just caught him in the middle of a remod right here, or what it is that's going on. All right. Mod missing again. So it almost feels like he had all of his characters modded, and then he came in and he modded another character out of the characters he's got and didn't go back and refit all of his characters with mods or something. So this Hermit Yoda was up and running to 21 speed. All right. So I have an opinion of this account, and I think going straight for General Skywalker is fine. That's fine. Go ahead and continue on with that journey. But while you're doing that, you really need to start doing 3 mod refreshes every day, farm speed mods, look for speed substats, get your modding in order, because at 1.8 million galactic power, that, when I saw this opening screen here, 406 in Arena, my first thought was, with this team Zetaed out, this level of relics, the only reason we can be 406 is if we have substandard mods. And that's what we find. We really find that we've got some modding issues going on. So I think if you were to mod this account out, pay a lot of attention to mods to get all that stuff going like it should, you're going to do better in Squad Arena, Grand Arena. That's obviously the biggest opportunity for this account. I'm almost not even going to comment on the characters. You know, focus on the teams that you want to build up and just keep building what you've got. Don't build more teams. You know, once you get that General Skywalker, you're still going to have to build a clone team for him after that. So just stick to the plan, build Skywalker, build your clone team, keep working up the characters that you've got, but put a lot of effort into those mods. Really a lot of effort into mods. All right, let's see what else we got going on over here. Gas bound for sure. Doing pretty good. Not hyperdrive. Nope, he's not hyperdrive. Yeah. Why a health set on the B1? I think this person just doesn't care about mods. And there's a lot of people who see mods as just a thing. It's like we put mods on characters to make them a little bit better. There's a lot of people that don't realize that mods are sort of the game within the game, and how good your account does in a lot of these different events and everything else is all based on the modding of your characters. So yeah, this guy has a lot of work to do on mods. 3 refreshes a day on mods, speed mods all over the place, speed. You've got plenty other kinds of mods. Just focus on getting speed mods with speed subs so that you can speed up some of these characters. Get them going. Get them going fast. Think of it this way. If you're fighting an opponent that's equal, and it takes 3 strikes for your character to kill his character, whoever goes first wins, right? Because whoever gets in the first hit, you'll hit once, he'll hit, you'll hit, he'll hit, you'll hit. As long as you're faster than him, your 3rd strike comes before his 3rd strike, you win. I mean, it's a very simplistic example, but that's why speed is so important in this game. Because let's say you play a Padme team like this. This is an endurance team, right? The Padme team is not a team that is known for burst damage. Darth Revan is a burst damage team. It just blows things up. This team is more of a sustain team. You know, they can work through things, get health back, get protection back, build up courage. And of course, Anakin can, cut things down in a hurry. That's true. But typically his turns trigger off of the other team doing something. So in this team, you want a good set of mods. But let's imagine that your mods are good and your average speed is 180 versus a similar thing where you've got an average speed of 280. In a mirror match, if you take 3 turns to every 2 turns that the opponent's taking, you're always going to win that matchup. You're always going to win because you're just taking more turns. Your character's doing more stuff. Can't talk enough about speed. Speed is the game. Oh, there's a question if gas is unlocked or not. Gas might be unlocked. Well, if his gas is unlocked, then I didn't notice him. Let's see. There's all of the Jedi. Yeah, I don't see him in there yet. All right. Pretty sure that's someone from my old guild, Nabokov. Huh. Profile pic is just from 501st, though not gas. Could be. I don't know where the profile pics come from. That's a crazy level of memorization to have for the game. Bet they're hung up on Phase 4 because of the mods. That's probably it, Griff. I mean, if they're working on Phase 4 with the kinds of mods that we saw in that account, that could very well be what's stopping them from having gas right now. Just mods. Just mods. All about the mods. Alright, so let's switch over from Aleura to Loquitur. Start taking a look toward this Grand Arena action over here. Before we get there, though, what I probably should do, I probably need to put up this tutorial that I have that shows people how to use their like sabers. The like saber specifically designed for destroying like buttons. You take it, you put it through the like button gets utterly annihilated, and then that makes the troopers happy. Remember, the troopers are powered by likes, so if we get over to a trooper battle in our Grand Arena and we don't have enough likes, they might just fall face first and lay down on the job and not get it done. So we got to make sure those like sabers get deployed. All right, so if we look at Grand Arena, what do we have for feats? I have to remind myself here. So we got a squad arena feat that we got to do. That's fine. We've got Ahsoka and a bunch of clones that we can't do on the small account. Undersized battles, which we can do. And completely clear territories, which we're going to try to do for sure. Okay, so if we go into our last battle, we had Leonid, and we put up a big defense, and he never even attacked me back, so he didn't, I didn't see any battles played. So we got what we got. He got nothing, and we got the win. So that's good. Now we're fighting the Great. This is, I don't know who the Great, but it's certainly somebody the Great, like Alexander the Great, or maybe it's Senator the Great. Anyway, stats, right at 1,000,000, 400, 600. This is kind of how I want my account to be balanced, but I got a little more in ships, a little less in characters. He's doing well in fleet over here. You can see he's got the Geo ships up and running. He's got the Geos themselves as a good team. So we can expect that on defense. He's got the Hyena Bomber, Vulture Droid. He's going straight for Malevolence. And when you see stuff like this, you also think to yourself that it's a player who knows what they're doing. He's building the Malevolence fleet, and he's got Anakin's ship and Relic Anakin. So he's building, you know, a good solid set of ships. He's also got some of the Clone Sergeant here is leveled up enough to help with stuff. He did put something in on this consular. Got that to level 85. So he's got kind of an Executrix fleet that he's using, and then an Endurance fleet that he's using. And then if we go look at characters, we've got Padme, Jedi Knight Anakin, the Geos like we expected. We do have a Grievous here. Grievous up and coming. Ahsoka, and actually, I was expecting to see with these relics and stuff that this account would fall off pretty quickly, but he's pretty thick through the middle here. He's got a good lineup of characters before he gets down to his Gear 8 and 9 type characters. He's got the Ewoks going. I don't think he has 7-star 3PO yet. So, I mean, he's working on his Ewoks. He's getting his C-3PO up and running here pretty soon. So, pretty good teams. Now, I'm expecting that he's going to put the Geos on defense, Grievous on defense, and whenever you see Ewoks, usually expect some kind of a back wall Ewok defense. So that's what I was thinking going into this. Let's just check chat over here, see if we've got anything. Sky Guy quest. Let's see what's over here. There's some people talking about, I love the fact that this is his original art for the lightsaber. Vader actually put that together, I think, right? Didn't you make that, Darth Vader? Put together the lightsaber. I made the art of the lightsaber going through the hand, but the lightsaber was actually built by Vader, so that's awesome. All right. So what we did see on defense then, he did put the Geos here. Not much of a surprise. It's 89,000 worth of Geos. And anybody who's ever played against these Geos and underestimated them will know it is not a good thing to underestimate Geos. So we're going to take the troopers in against those. That's why we built a trooper team, to beat the Geos. This Ewok team is nasty. It's nasty. It's 66,000 galactic power. It's just big enough that if I think about using these Jedi, I'm not sure if I've got enough power here with these Jedi to take out the Ewoks once they get going. You know, they could take a lot of turns. I'll get the extra turn meet or protection up at the start, but Ewoks can be a little bit nasty. So I don't quite have enough here, but I sure don't want to waste Vader. Sure don't want to waste Vader. All right, what I did on defense, I put the Geos on defense here. Oh, looks like he played, so he played one battle there. I put Padme on defense here, which basically, if he wants to beat this, he has to use his full Galactic Republic squad, so it looks like he did that, and he beat me. And then over here, he played against me. Oh, I got a hold. I got a hold with my bounty hunters. So he had 2 battles on the back wall. So I have to clear 2. If I clear Geos and ships and Ewoks, I should have the Grand Arena 1. But I kind of want to do a full clear if I can. So I'm very tempted to go in against these Ewoks with the Jedi team. And then if I don't pull it off with the Jedi, I can always just come back in here with Darth Vader, clear it out, and hopefully get the win. Tebow has stealth leadership. Tebow lead. Yeah, Tebow. If you do Tebow lead for, oh, he doesn't have the Zeta though. Okay, they have a 55% chance and a 25% chance to gain turn meter. Doesn't the Zeta on his leadership then allow you to take away turn meter? He allows you to steal turn meter, I thought. I thought so. All right. But yeah, so, I mean, these Ewoks individually aren't hard to kill. So we'll just, if we go with the Jedi and we can pick off like one at a time and just work our way through them, we'll have to kill the Elder first, right? And the Elder's his best character. Speed and health. He's got pretty decent mods. I mean, not great mods, but decent mods for Ewoks. Bastila Elite is a good counter because it keeps Logray from stacking debuffs. I don't have the Zeta though, right? And Bastila without the Zeta doesn't get the boost on tenacity. Is that right? Turn meter and protection up. Yeah. Yeah, so that tenacity and stuff that the Jedi get is from her Zeta, and I do not have the Zeta on Bastila. So it's not great. Murderbear squads are fearsome. It's just his basic under stealth that removes turn meter. Ah, okay. Yeah. All right. I Zeta'd all my Ewoks, and they're so good they got me 2 million damage in the tank raid somehow. All right. Well, we don't have enough likes yet for the troopers. So while I work on these Ewoks, boys, you got to get in there. You got to give me some likes. Get those troopers going. Deploy those lightsabers. What I might do here, what I could do, I could just put Kylo in there. That way I can get off a stun and do some tanking with him. Take the pressure off the Jedi. Make sure I get the win. I could put in Grand Moff Tarkin. Is he fast enough to go before the Ewoks? They're like 200. Yeah, he would go before them. So I could put him in just to cut their damage down a little bit. I feel like that puts me at better galactic power. It gives me more of what I need. Or I just do it with the underdog team. Plo is pretty useless in this team, though. That's the problem. Plo is not going to be doing much for me. Who is Aleura? Aleura is my main account. Aleura is the main account. Darth Loquitur is the lower account. Aleura is my main account. I guess my title screen is confusing people. They think there's two people doing the stream today. All right. So what do we think? Man, I don't know. I do not want to get caught short on these Ewoks and have to use a second team. I would rather just get a win than have to use a second team. And I can underdog the troopers, and I can underdog the Vader team. All right, so we're just going to do this. We're going to do this, and we're going to cut down some Ewok damage with Tarkin. Just to make sure that he can't get out of control. I don't want to do my good abilities yet. So what I'm going to do with Yoda, I am just going to gain turn meter. That's all we're going to do for now. We're just going to gain turn meter. Then Bastila sends him over again to gain more turn meter. Then Plo is going to give everybody turn meter. Ability blocks. Now we're going to get over there, hit them, spread buffs, more debuffs, then damage to everybody, stun the Elder, or kill him, steal turn meter from Ewoks, kill the Scout. Doing good, doing good. Now we got taunt going. Wicket's under stealth. We can't get to him. Got to deal with this Paplu first. All right, now we can tap people, get him out of there. Smack this Paplu. Stun him. Plo for the win. Can Plo get a kill? No, Plo cannot get a kill. Get some buffs going around again. The Paplu is mighty. He's not going down. All right, this should be good. 60 banners, right? All right. Christian says, if Aleura turns to the Sith and becomes your apprentice, do not teach her everything you know. It did not end well for Plagueis. Darth Plagueis. Darth Plagueis the Wise. All right, we do have the Grievous team on the back. I kind of expected it the other way around with the Grievous team up front, but Grievous team is in the back. All right. Now, that's naughty. But I think if we bring in Vader here, we can Merciless Massacre, Force Crush, and Cull. And I think we can cull this Grievous with one hit before he even gets to go. I think that's how this battle's going to go. What do you guys think? We're still a few likes away from troopers. We don't have the troopers up and running full speed yet. Still a few like sabers away. Or like drains or like whatever. Like decimation. I seem to underestimate all of my opponent teams in GAC. It's a learning experience, you know. You gotta go in, you gotta try things and do it and see what you get. Now, there's two ways we could do this. There's two ways we could do this. Question is, do I have the leadership on Piet? Have I invested in the leadership on Piet yet? Yes. Okay. So 30% offense and potency. Light side enemies, it doesn't help. When it critically hits on an enemy, they gain a stack of inevitable defense. Okay. So I could play Piet with Vader and Lobster. We could do that. That should get us what we need to be able to kill this Grievous team. And I think Piet, I don't know if he's fast enough to go before Vader anymore. 239, and I think Vader may just be faster than 239. Yeah, 264. So we won't get the Emperor's or the Imperial Ambition going from Piet before Vader gets his first turn. that's okay. Nabokov fan is screaming Piet lead Vader. Don't toy with me like this. Nabokov's going to lose it. I'd rather run Vader lead so dots don't get dispelled. Yeah, the issue is that I don't have the Vader Zeta lead yet. Darth Loquitur, what have you done? Nabokov will be unbearable if you do it. I'd say just Vader and the Sith Trooper, no Piet. Don't split up the troopers. I think that Geo team goes down pretty easy to my troopers, though. I don't feel like I need Piet over there, do I? We can do it this way too. I just want all the damage. I want all the damage I can get. I really want all the damage I can get, because I think if I go in there and I call on Grievous and I don't get him, then we're done. We maybe, just lose at that point, because once the Grievous starts going off, we get stuck behind Magna Guard. We're going to be done. So I need this potency to make sure that my buffs stick right off the bat. I need the cull to be massive. I actually think I need this, guys. I may be overestimating the team, but Grievous is no joke. If you can outspeed the bugs, it's okay. That second Zeta is not something to be underestimated. Sith Trooper will get turn meter and more crit damage under crew lead. Vader's lead gives 30% offense. He will have stealth since you don't have the... Oh, you're right. You're right. Grievous is going to have the stealth, isn't he? Yeah. Let's look at this. Other Separatist droid allies gain 1 stealth. I won't be able to cull him. That's a good point. Yikes. I got to somehow pull him out of stealth before I can even do that. Good call. I might have messed that up if I hadn't seen that chat. Okay. So maybe we trooper over here. Maybe we just take the full trooper team in against Grievous. Grievous will get off like a hit because we're going to have to deal with the Magna Guard. And then we'll get stuck behind Droideka because we can't remove his buffs very easily. Maybe it's troopers against Grievous. Joey the Goat says, yes, trooper this. Arva says, you might need to trooper it. Use Padme. You need the AoE to take out B1. Padme. No, can't Padme. She's on defense. Vader can easily beat a non-relic Geo team. Yeah, I think Vader's fine to beat the Geos. You must have some method to get rid of the buffs on Droideka or you'll get blown up. Can you EP lead with Vader and double crush? I can't EP lead because I don't have EP unlocked yet. My Rebel game is completely down the toilet, so I don't have Palpatine. Droideka damage immunity is the only concern. Well, you know what? If we fail with the trooper team, we've probably got... Oh, wow. I was going to say we've probably got something that could clean up the Droideka, but I don't know. It's looking pretty grim. One of these guys has a dispel, right? Is this... Dispel all buffs on the primary target. So as long as I can target Droideka with this Blizzard 4 Barrage, I'll actually be able to get rid of his buffs. So Colonel Stark is the hope for the trooper team to kill Grievous. What do we think? I'm going to try this with troopers. Straight up troopers just like that. I think that's what we can do. It's what we can try. The other way we can do it is we can just take the troopers in against the Geos and underdog it. We can take Vader in against this team and underdog it, and just see what we get. You know, see if we can beat them. I think that may be a viable option, because we could put a 4-pack in here, right? We could do, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go kill the Geos first and make sure we unlock ships and make sure 100% that we're going to get a clear. Once we know for sure that we're going to get the clear, then we'll go in and mess around with that Grievous team. That's what we'll do. Yeah, some people saying do the Geo battle first. Yeah. Everybody came to the same conclusion I have. Not joking. How much do you wish you had a Gideon right now for the troopers? I could wish for everything. I could wish for everything. But no, I don't wish I had characters that I don't have, because if I wanted a Gideon, I would have him. I've already got him. I can unlock him at 4 stars this very moment. I just don't have the gear for him. I don't have the commitment to build him up yet. I will. But no, if I wanted a Gideon that bad, I would have a Gideon. I would have him. Let's just do this team because Vader may need some help. Do we want... I think we want Vader in the lead for the extra damage. Right? So that we can make sure we get a good call on that Geo Brute Alpha. So we'll do this way. See if we can one-shot us some Brute Alpha. And we'll put Dooku in here, just to trigger some more crits if we need it. That's still an underdog squad. Should have plenty of power. I think we're good. There goes Piet lead. Vader solo. Vader solo. No way. Nope. I am not going to do a Vader solo. I don't like doing Vader solo, because if something happens and they start putting ability blocks on Vader, then you lose. And I don't think Vader is so strong that you can guarantee he's going to win this. Maybe he is. Look at that. I got 0 debuffs on this Geo Brute Alpha. I can't call him. I can't even think about calling him. He's completely immune to my buffs. Good modding on that Geo. All right, let's get our assist going. And I'm going to try a second cull here, because the Brute Alpha is just going to resummon the Brute anyway. So let's do that. Oh, he had ability block on him. My bad. I didn't see that. I didn't see that he had the ability block on him. Okay, so let's stun him, get him out of there. Let's get advantage on everybody. Let's do that. Resist it again. Look at the tenacity on this Brute Alpha. Yikes. All right, let's get some life back. Call an assist. All right, let's do big damage. All right, let's see if we can get a stun on him. Get a kill on him. Now we got to get around to the Brute Alpha and take care of him before he has a chance to do any more. All right, here we go. Merciless Massacre. Let's call him. Hit him. Get the spy out of here. All right. 53 banners. Not pretty, but it's an underdog win. And that battle lasted long enough that if I'd have done solo Vader, I'd be in the loser bracket right now. I'd be bringing in troopers to clean that up. Yep. Solo Vader against bad Geos is fine. Solo Vader against a player like the Great, who knows what he's doing and knows how to mod characters. Too risky. Too risky. Marauder over Dooku. Marauder is complete garbage right now. Red Trooper is tickling. Yeah. Red Trooper didn't do that great. All right, so his fleet's not that much to worry about. He's got this Anakin ship here that's really good, but we're not too worried about the Anakin ship. We can bring in that. We can bring in, this is a second reinforcement. I need to invest something in this Boba Fett ship. Boba Fett's at decent gear level. I've almost got 6 stars on this Slave 1. I can actually turn that into a ship. I've got Cassian's U-Wing that I still want to bring up and get as my other reinforcement. I got too many ships that I want, guys. I like fleet too much. Got to get these guys going. All right, let's send them in. Can I show the mods on that Brood Alpha? Yeah, we can look at the mods on the Brood Alpha. As soon as I get done punching Anakin with my spy. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and do ability blocks on everybody, if I can get them. Here we go with the big assist. Anakin -1. Ahsoka -1. Don't kill my soldier. Don't kill him. All right. We need those banners. You needed to let me bring in Plo to get more banners back. We'll take 60. 60 is good enough. And it's an underdog win. My Anakin always gets targeted first and killed by Geos and fleet. It makes me so mad. Anakin is a huge threat on ships. He's definitely the character that they go after. For sure. All right, let's take these troopers in. Now we got to target Droideka. I think we've just got to do Piet on Stormtrooper. He's going to die fast, but we'll let him die. We can't afford to get Snowtrooper or Stark hit. And then we'll just start rattling off the big damage. With any luck, with Snowtrooper, we'll be able to kill 2 bots in one hit and get less triggers off of Grievous. All right, here we go. Troopers going in. Troopers going in. All right. Buffs up. Let's put this guy under the bus. And let's hit him and see what we get. Got the Droideka in one shot. Nice. All right, so now Magna Guard's going down in one hit. Boom. Done. And Grievous is not doing his area effect when he comes over here, which is weird, but I'll take it. Let's see. Let's just do area effect again. Maybe we can just kill Grievous with area effects. I think I got him. There he goes. There he goes, boys. Now we're getting turn meter right and left. This B1, I don't think he gets to go again. These troopers, though. These troopers. I love this trooper team. Oh, man. Bronzium, just like that. There it is. We totally could have done Piet with Vader. We could have. You're right, Nabokov. We definitely could have done Piet with Vader. Could have done it. I definitely thought Grievous had more in the tank. I guess I can't look at him in here. So we'll just pull back a screen, go in here, and look at him. So he's got tenacity with, tenacity cross. 1 tenacity set. Does he have crit avoidance? No, he's got speed. So his total tenacity is 95. So it's not through the roof, but my Vader's not bad, right? He's like what, 60 potency? Something? I feel like almost 90 potency. Wow. Wow. Oh, and then the Brute Alpha gets like 50 more, right? Or 60 more? Yeah, he gets 60 more on top of that. Yeah. Yeah, he gets some from his passive. So he had like 160 tenacity against my 90 potency, so like a 30% chance to debuff him. And he resisted just about everything. Good on him. I mean, he's a smart player. He knows how to mod, he knows how to play. And I mean, we're winning that Grand Arena, but not easily, right? That wasn't an easy win. He had some good teams on defense. We had to take some chances with those Ewoks. 3 of 5 with an undersized squad. All right. Good enough. Let's take our free energy over here. Then I want to move on to a question that somebody asked. It was a pretty detailed question in 7 different parts. So let's have a look at a question. So the question was, in my current, let's say from a few months back, my current journey guide with the hyperdrive bundle, I've picked a Mon Mothma team with Biggs and Wedge and Cassian and K2 as one of the early teams, and I've promoted the Rebel fleet with Biggs and Wedge and Cassian's ship as a viable fleet in that hyperdrive bundle. And the question is basically, why would you work on those characters? I understand that the Phoenix and Biggs and Wedge aren't really that good of character long term, etc. So to answer just that first part of the question, you have to understand the Rebel fleet is a very viable fleet early game. There's nothing wrong with the Rebel fleet in saying that, let's say if you built the Rebel fleet, would you be doing something wrong? Okay. So these Rebel ships, and there's a guy on our shard that has a full relic Rebel fleet, and he can climb to number 1 every day over any negotiator, any malevolence, anybody he wants. So the Rebel fleet on offense is a fleet that can go all the way to the top. The problem is, one of the best ships is this Biston's U-Wing, and these characters are pretty tragic. Biggs' ship is, I think, a really good ship. I really think it's a strong ship. But Biggs' character is not that good. But if you put these guys with Mon Mothma, it does make use of the pilots in a way where the team is viable. It's not horrible. You can have a 4-star Mon Mothma with a few of these Rebel pilots and have a go at people. It's a decent team. It's like Geos. It'll surprise you if people underestimate it, and you potentially can get a win. So in terms of why did I recommend the Rebels? It's just because you already get so much of that stuff in the hyperdrive bundle. So if you're handed all these characters, and especially for a new player who has no idea how to play the game, taking the characters that you're given in the hyperdrive bundle and making teams out of those characters made more sense to me as the journey guide than, potentially a more efficient way of doing things that would be well understood by players who have already played once and are doing an alt account. So that's a bit why I recommended the Rebels. And like somebody mentioned, my recommendations have changed a little bit. I think even though that Rebel fleet is viable, I'm starting to see that the amount that you would have to invest in those Rebels versus investing in characters that are building toward Revens or building toward Galactic Legends, it's just maybe better to go straight for those bigger characters now. When I built my main account, I did a Rebel fleet, and it was very rewarding. and that Rebel fleet still gets me holds in Grand Arena. You know, you can see today that Rebel fleet is placed on defense. You know, and I've posted this in chat before. A lot of times they'll bring in a really good fleet and they'll beat my negotiator defense. And this Rebel fleet is good. It's tough enough that they'll stall out against this and it'll have 2 holds and they won't win the fleet zone. So the quality of the Rebel fleet is not what's in question. It's only the efficiency of whether or not it's right to build that fleet first. So let's take that discussion and put it aside for a second. And let's say if you're going to build a Geo fleet, good. Boom. You build the Geo fleet early. It's easy. It gets you the unlocks that you need, etc. But then if you're going to build the negotiator fleet, you would have the Geo fleet. You're building a negotiator fleet. You would not want to build the Rebel fleet. So in that case, building the Rebels would be a terrible idea. So if you don't want to build the Rebel fleet, if you're going straight into the negotiator fleet, then yes, the Rebel fleet doesn't make sense. If you're going to go with the Malevolence fleet, build Geos, Hyena Bomber, Vulture Droid out of the Hyperdrive bundle into the Malevolence, then you still need a second fleet, and it could be a Rebel fleet. It's not wrong. Okay. Let's see what we got going on over here in chats. If people have Rebels, please use Biggs and Wedge, not just one or the other. It's one of the few solo pilots on that fleet. Yeah, those ships just have one pilot. A lot of the Rebel ships do have 2 and 3 pilots, which makes it a very hard and very expensive fleet to build. Yeah, that is true. Mr. Hoddle says, are you going to do an updated hyperdrive video? I'm going to do updated journey guide videos. I think what we're going to do is we're going to say, I want to do an opening guide that's like, okay, what I tried to do in the past was give people a lot of choices. Like, here's some things that work. Here's some teams that you could think about. Here's a guide. Here's kind of what it looks like. Several people have told me, I don't want that. I just want to be told exactly what to build. So I'm thinking of it like a chess opening, right? A new chess player might say, look, I don't understand all of the complications of the opening of chess, so I'm just going to memorize like 12 different opening move sets, and I'll always use one of the famous openings, and then I'll just play my own game from there. And that's a very good way to learn chess. So what I'm thinking about doing, and working together with my Dark Council, I'm trying to make a set of videos that's going to be like, here is the right set of opening moves. Phoenix, Jedi, Geos into either Darth, Jedi Revan or Padme. You know, that's kind of your early building blocks. And then you say, okay, well, what about Hyperdrive bundle? How is that different? And my thought on that would be, it's not different. It's zero different. So what you're going to do, you're still going to take that exact same early route. And even though the Hyperdrive bundle doesn't give you any of the Geos, I think in the long run, you're still better off to build that exact same build path. Do the Phoenix first. Don't build their ships. Just build the Phoenix. Unlock that Thrawn. Unlock the Palpatine right away. Build an Empire team. Get that going right away. And then do your Geos, even though you don't get them in Hyperdrive bundle. And then into Padme, into Revan. And the Hyperdrive bundle just becomes this big, huge backpack full of stuff that instead of going hiking in the woods with, starting out with a hunting knife and trying to go hunt for food, somebody hands you a backpack that's already filled with most of the stuff you need. And it's something that gives you a jump start. So you don't play the game any differently with the Hyperdrive bundle than you would without. You take the same kind of build path. The Hyperdrive bundle just boosts you that much further ahead in your journey. And especially if you want to go for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, it gives you a big boost in bounty hunters toward the fleet for the finalizer, and also the First Order characters for the SLKR. So in that regard, it's like a triple boost. It gives you bounty hunters, it gives you ships, it gives you First Order characters. It's like a big jump in progress in SLKR. But you can do it with or without the Hyperdrive bundle. It just takes longer without, the hyperdrive bundle just adds on top. So that's kind of my current thought process. That's what we're working on. So let's see what if we had any comments on that over in the chat. Rebel fleet is great at relics, but needs too many relics. That's it. It's a great fleet. The question is when. It's not if, it's when. And I think early game might not be the right time for it anymore. And again, I used to think it was the best first fleet you could build, but I've changed my mind now that I'm replaying the game. All right, what else we got? Ship bloat you can fix. It's all about rewards over time and getting the roster balanced and getting a relic farming method. Yep. Padme is just going to be okay. We're talking. Some people are talking in chat. Okay, so the next part of that question that they asked, if you had a brand new account and did do the hyperdrive bundle, let's say that it was very specific. It said basically that you have like 17,000 energy and 7,000 cantina energy and 17,000 crystals. What would you do? So if I had the hyperdrive bundle and 17,000 crystals, I'm thinking to myself, the finalizer only takes 18,500 to buy to 5 stars as a requirement. It would be very tempting in these circumstances to just wait for the next finalizer event, buy the finalizer, and never build the ships and not do the requirements, skip that whole part and go straight for SLKR. So if I had all of that stuff, that's what I would do. I would use the Cantina energy to build those Geos just like we talked about. I would use the regular energy. Honestly, if somebody just walked into my account right now and gave me 20,000 regular energy to use on anything I wanted, I would spend 10,000 of it on the light side node 7B and just farm Chirotech shock prods and bronzium relic materials. And I would take the other 10,000 and I would go over to dark side 9C and I would farm back to gels and the cybernetic Mark 12 that gives you relic materials. And I would just blow 10,000 energy on each and then go back to business as usual. I would not try to do anything crazy with, farming a bunch of different characters and hard nodes and saving it up and mods and, whatever else. I would just use it all right there and burn through it, getting those gear nodes taken care of, and then I just don't have to come back to them later. And the rest of the stuff kind of times out. It takes care of itself, but those are the nodes that I find myself going back to again, time and time again, because I want the gear pieces that come off of there, and I want the gear pieces that break down for relic materials that come off of there. So I just spend so much time farming those two nodes that's kind of how I think of it. All right, if we go look at the Aleura account here, we got a win. Again, I don't think my opponent fought back at all against us. So we cleared down to his Revan team, and he didn't fight back. The way I see it, Commander Luke Skywalker is a top non-GL team. Thrawn makes a team more viable. So the problem for me, honestly, guys, is, let's go back to the Loquitur account here for a second. So in terms of resourcing, you're able to work on a certain number of characters. And I thought I could work on 6 teams. Like I said in my last update video, I thought I could work on 6 teams at once, get these characters going, but I really can't. I really can't do it. And let's say we had the Rebels in here as well. When would I work on the Rebels? I mean, the next gear that I have has to go on Kenobi, it has to go on Piet, it has to go on Stark so we can get him to relic level. Like, there is already so much going on with the account that I've got. Where would I put a CLS team? Where would I get the resources to do anything at all with a CLS team? That's the issue. It's not whether or not the CLS team is good or whether the Rebels are good. I farmed up this Mon Mothma team because I believe in it. I believe this Mon Mothma team is just fine and can kick a whole lot of butt, right? So I invested in it. I was going for it. But I can't do this on top of what I'm already doing here. And I can't stop working on this stuff because each time I go up a division, I have to be ready to take on the good teams that I'm going to face in that division. So that's the issue. It's an issue of resourcing. I just can't get to it. All right, so I saw something in here. Loquitur, say you had a Horde account and all the good teams at 7 stars that include in the hyperdrive bundle, and you had raid characters at 7, but everything else needed to be farmed. What new marquees would you focus on? Say you had a Horde account and all the good teams that are at 7 stars. What new marquees would you focus on? I don't know. Dark Trooper's good. So yeah, you build the Dark Trooper. The Mandalorians haven't impressed me. The Armorer is good. You could work on the Armorer. Beskar Armor Mando isn't that great. The Bad Batch look like they're going to be an interesting team. It looks like they're going to kill synergy teams like Grievous and Geos and Mon Mothma teams and stuff like that. It looks like they've got a lot of ways to get turn meter and to work around teams that have a lot of synergy like that. Get a lot of stuns with Wrecker getting his Furious and getting stuns on everybody. So that might be something you would do. But I'm not excited about it, right? Like, I'm not excited to the point where on my main account, for example, you know, I do spend money on my main account, and if there's a character over there that I really think is awesome, I'll go ahead and invest and start building that character up. But I'm not working on any of those. Bo-Katan didn't impress me enough to want to do. The Bad Batch hasn't impressed me enough to want to do. So I don't know, man. I'd be kind of stuck. I'd be hoarding resources and waiting for the next marquee, I guess. As lame as that sounds. Easy answer is to build up CLS when you decide to go for JKL. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's always going to be a time to go for CLS. It's just, I don't think it's early game. Let's see what else we got over here. Darth Loquitur, do you believe in hoarding as free-to-play? For instance, with the new changes, I'll be in Galactic JC division where I'm underpowered. I usually hoard until I can make significant move into the next division. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Now more than ever, it doesn't matter. Wait, let me think about this before I speak out of turn. So what can happen? Now, again, if we look at the new GAC structure that they've proposed, where you're at like 3 million galactic power and you're still only placing 3 teams, which is ridiculous, right? That's not going to stick. I'm telling you guys right now, there's no way. It would be a huge mistake on their part if they say, okay, you know, Division 8 is going to be 3 million galactic power now, and you're still going to place, you know, 3 or 4 teams. That's going to be a huge mistake. But let's say that sticks. The risk that you would have, I think the bottom goes to a 1 million, and then it goes to 1 million to like almost, 1 million to 2 million in 10. So let's say you were at 11, you're right at 1 million like I am on my Loquitur account, and you move just into 10. The risk is that you're going to play against people. Remember, the matchup matches your top X characters. So if you're placing 3 teams, it's your top 30 characters. So what could happen potentially, if your top 30 characters, like my Darth Loquitur account, include relics, you could go up against somebody that has a couple relics and like gear 12s forever. They could have 2 million galactic power with all of it being in gear 12s. And if they match up your top 30, you'll match up their top 30, and they'll just have like, 20 more gear 12s than you that are in that part of the galactic power that, quote, doesn't count toward matchmaking. So in that regard, you could, with the new structure, if you were right at 1 million galactic power, you could potentially get yourself in trouble, which is exactly where I'm at. I don't care. I mean, if I get matched up against people like that, I'm still going to crush them. But for other players who worry about stuff like that, hoard up and then blast your way, all the way to 1.3 or 1.4 halfway through the division, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it simply for this. Grand Arena is a game mode, right? It's one of the game modes that you play. And if you're holding on to 300,000 galactic power worth of characters, those characters could have gotten you something in Conquest or an event or in, the Conquest game mode over here. Those characters could be doing work for you. So, I mean, is it worth sandbagging for one round of Grand Arena at 1 million galactic power? No. Is it worth sandbagging if you're at 3 million galactic power? Yeah. Because then all these game modes are already in progress and working just fine, and you're not risking losing out on things. So, I don't know. It's a complicated question, and I don't know how it's going to work. But I've got to believe that they're going to come back in here and go, yeah, it was an oversight on our part. 3 teams, 4 teams, 5, 6, 7 teams here, and then also 7 teams here and your second fleet, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 11 and a third fleet. That's my proposal. So that every division you're going up by 1 team. Character, 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 plus 1 ship. Character, 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 plus 1 ship. Then it's easy. Every time you go up a division, you need a new team, whether it's a character team or a ship team. You need 1 more offense, 1 more defense. I like it. Simple. Thank you. I'm at 1.8, and with the new changes, only 3 teams, and divisions now go to 2.3. Okay. All right. Let's Darth Loquitur ASMR. How is your Vader modded? I see lots of crit damage, crit chance sets usually. So we can answer both of those. So this is an early game Vader on this account, and it's with the best mods that I've got. And right now I've got him modded to go fast, lots of speed. We got crit chance right here, which is bad, right? You do not want your Vader modded for crit chance later in the game. Early game, the reason I've got him modded for crit chance is because I'm pairing him up with this Sith Trooper quite often, and he gets assists whenever a Sith gets a critical hit. There it is. Whenever a First Order or Sith ally scores a critical hit, he is called to assist. So my Vader is trying to get more critical hits so that Sith Trooper gets more assists. That's the reason why he's modded like he is. On the big boy account, what you want to do, you want to go for offense. Oop, that's not Vader. You want to go for as much offense as you can, as much potency as you can get. This character is super greedy, right? So here we're going to have a potency cross, offense. Here we're going to have speed. We're trying to find speed subs on all these mods. So I want a potency set, and I'm kind of caught out with a 12 speed potency here that I don't have a better one yet. So that's a little bit of a substandard mod, but look, it's got another 7% potency on it. So I'm kind of balanced between potency and speed here. We'll give it a couple slices when we can, and if it hits speed, then we'll keep it. If it hits potency, then we'll keep looking for another mod that has more speed. Here we've got 14 speed, here we've got 15 speed, but we're always trying to maximize all the stats we can on Vader because he wants every stat in the game. But potency, offense, potency, set, offense, set, and we just go for the damage. And if he gets a critical hit, that's fine. And remember, he does get plus 25% crit chance while he's in Merciless. So he's at 60%, so he'll be at 85% crit chance, roughly, when he's in Merciless. But at the higher levels, it's all about the, my opinion, it's all about the offense, because you have too many teams and characters that have crit avoidance, crit damage reduction, take half damage from critical hits, whatever the skill is that punishes critical hits. So Vader, you just want to hit hard with offense. All right. See what else we got over here. Are there even 6 available fleets to be used in GAC? There's 8. There's 8 capital ships, so you can make up to 8 fleets. There's enough regular ships available that you could make 6 fleets with 3 characters on every opening and 3 characters on every reinforcement, and still have some ships left over. You can't do 4 reinforcements on every fleet for 6 fleets, but there's enough ships. There's enough ships, and there's enough capital ships. All right. Let's see what else we got. Awesome artwork. Your little girl must be happy. Yeah, she was excited. She's like, "Oh, Daddy, that's so cool. That's so cool." She likes the trident. She likes the lightsaber trident a lot. She thinks that's like the best thing in the world, to have a lightsaber that's a trident instead for mermaids. At Darth Loquitur, why do you have Rose Tico favorited? I have all of the requirements for Rey on favorites. So everything that I need to build for Rey is in here. Jedi Consular is in here because he's got the ship node that gives you the Hyena Bomber, and I'm working on that. So everybody up here is a node that I farm. So like on hard node day, I'll go through and I'll farm a bunch of these hard nodes. But these are all characters for the Rey Galactic Legend that I need to get up and running. And then these are all characters that I want to work on at some point. So I got a fat favorites column, but it doesn't confuse me because I know what I'm working on, right? And it all depends on how things work out. Commander Luke is stuck on his relic, and he's not stuck because of the high-level materials. I just have nothing left for carbonite circuit boards. The tank is empty. I've burned up all of the low-level stuff that I use for carbonite circuits. So I actually have to go down and farm like light side 1 F or G or something like that to get these garbage materials for relics. Because I'm not willing to pay crystals for that material, and I'm stuck on relics for the moment on the lowest level stuff. What do I use to make my art? I use an artist, so it's not me. It's not my art at all. It's a fellow by the name of Boris Tsui, and he and I have been working together on these pieces of art. So I hire somebody who knows how to make art, because I sure don't. All right. Did you watch the Star Wars movies with her? It's funny. She's 8, but she has the attention span of a flea. So like, we'll start watching a Star Wars movie, and a half hour in, she'll get bored and wander off. And so we've watched a bunch of Star Wars, like a half hour at a time, but she won't sit through a 2-hour movie. We've watched a bunch of the Lego Star Wars stuff. She likes that because it's more kid-like and funny. But she likes Star Wars. She just doesn't like to sit down and watch the whole movies. So that's fun. All right, let's get in on the Grand Arena over here. See what we've got going on this time around. We've got Sun Crusher, and I've already telegraphed that he looks like we've got an auto deploy. So there's not much use in doing all the scouting and saying what I thought and what I figured was going to happen. But he's got 1 million more galactic power than me. Again, more ships, more characters. I've gotten myself into this position because I've worked a lot on the high end of my account. So when they're doing the top, what is it? What are we? 14 times 5 is 70. So the top 70 teams or whatever they're comparing are equal. But what you see from people like this, I mean, their roster goes way beyond 70 characters with gear 12s and all that stuff. So we're matching up on the top end, but then a lot of these guys just have a lot more depth than I've got. But we're not going to spend too much time focused on what's over here because it all got auto-deployed anyway. So we'll go in and take a look at this mess that has been made. So I don't know how the auto-deploy gets this smart, but look at this. It puts Sith Eternal as his own squad, and then it put Gas as a leader. So it like almost had some kind of a common sense approach as to how it laid out these teams. 180,000 galactic power. 2 of them are Sith. So this team is going to be something else to try to beat. But we do have a Jedi and a Rey here. So at least we've got some lack of synergy going on that we can try to take advantage of. But that team's going to be a mess. We've got a Gas team down here. Luckily, no 501st. So just a lot of relics and a lot of characters that hit really hard. Yeah, at least Gas has no 501st with him. Exactly. Yeah. All right, and then we got a trooper team going on here with, oops. I think this is Piet, right? Yeah, so we got a Piet-led trooper team here with Malik on it. So something like this, we're probably going to want to come in and bounty hunter just so that we can annihilate Malik or use the trio here or something. Here we've got a Grievous with no droids. So that's good. That's fun. But Kenobi's still going to be annoying. He shouldn't be getting his free taunt, but maybe he'll protect Grievous. Who knows? So I guess we've got a trooper team that can beat up really high level relic characters without synergy. So I think maybe for this mess here, I think we may be able to just bring in the 2 troopers, vacuum off all their turn meter, go in on, Thrawn, and or go all in on Skywalker. He won't sit down, right? Because let's see. While there's another active 501st, he can't drop below 100% health. Cover, taunt. So yeah, I don't think he'll ever drop down. So we can just work through Skywalker and kill him. He's got 100,000 protection, 60,000 here. So he's a chunk to work through. But if we can get through him, that would be good. Palpatine is squishy. We might take Palpatine first and just deal with him so we get a kill. And as long as we get a kill, we keep going. So we may actually target him first, try to get the first kill on him, and see if we can save some turn meter. So I think we'll do troopers here. I think we'll do our own Sith Eternal here. We still don't have the alt, though, because for some reason it locked me in without the alt this time. So we can do Sith Eternal here, but I'm going to have to bring in something. We'll probably have to Spirit Link these 2 guys first to keep the damage down. I don't know. This is crazy. That's a crazy team to have to fight. It's too many good characters. And then up here, don't know. Not sure. Maybe Triumvirate if we don't use them somewhere else. Let's see what people are saying over here. Darth Loquitur, when did you start streaming? Today? 11 o'clock? Or you mean ever? I've only been streaming for a couple months now. I think January. Started streaming in January. I think we're getting a Nest solo today. Ooh. Maybe we'll get Nest going on the back wall. All right, so I think we'll go here first and see how bad the back wall is. Not really sure what we're going to see back there. So here I think Bounty Hunter should do just fine here. So let's take a look at doing a Bounty Hunter team here first. These guys, I think we got enough synergy to do what must be done. 120,000 galactic power. Got a lot of relics to kill though, so we got the Annihilate for Malik to keep us in the game. Alright, so we'll get Taunt going. We're going to target Mother Talzin for the big assist here. And then we're going to put a net onto Dooku to see if we can stun him. We got the contract off already, which is good. Let's see if we can finish off Mother Talzin in the back. Let's do Padme with a net. And then let's take out Malik with a poof. Get the taunt going again. Do a mass assist on Dooku and hope that we kill him. There we go. Go for a stun on Piet. Don't get it. Go for something on Piet. And he stole a bunch of banners, so we got to try to do basics and get back around to here. Get our banners back. That should be good. Alright, should be 60. Loquitur, why don't you have a Relic 8 Beskar Mando, the best legendary in the game? What? He's not the best legendary in the game. I haven't seen much from him that impresses me yet. Not much that impresses me. Okay, against this team, what do we think about CLS? Do you think a CLS team could just go crazy and take this team out before they even get to do much? Just the little CLS team. These guys. Is that enough? Probably not. What's the clone team that we need to use? Let's go take a look at the clone team just for a second. We might be able to just try to bring in a clone team here and see if we can make it work. So what is the clone team? Ahsoka, Rex, Echo, Fives, and Arc Trooper. So we could do a Rex lead on the clone team with Ahsoka. Right? Is that enough? Is that going to get us where we want to go against Grievous team? I mean, this got some stuff, but once they blow up Fives, there's no synergy here, so I should be able to just go crazy. So we would basically be doing these guys. Shock T's out. Rex would be in the lead. Right? What's Ahsoka's lead? I mean, we don't want Ahsoka's lead, right? That's Jedi and Night Sisters. Yeah, no, we don't want that. Rex gets Clone Trooper and 501st, 20% max health. In addition, whenever an ally suffers a critical hit, they all gain turn meter. Okay. This could be good, right? And we expect somebody to die. We expect Fives to sacrifice. We expect these three guys to finish out the battle. All right. Boost. Let's go after... Let's see. What do we got here? Let's go after Kenobi first. Let's go after Marauder. Get the turret going. Let's do the grenade. Grenade. Big hit. That's not a big hit. Man, this Marauder. What's going on with this Marauder? I don't think the Marauder is going to be a good choice for us. Yikes. What is going on with this guy? All right, there's the sacrifice. Don't understand why that Marauder is so crazy. He is nuts. All right, looks like we're going to get Kenobi down. That's good. This Luke isn't very big, right? Grievous needs to be killed in one hit. Man. Get this Luke out of here. The Undying Luke. All right, clear this off. Get Tarkin out of here. And then I'm not too afraid of Marauder, right? Because we can always execute him here in a minute. All right, all right, all right. Completing feats, boys. Completing feats. All right. All right, so we got it. Let's see what's on this back wall. How bad is it? All right, we got a Shock T team with some miscellaneous stuff. We've got a B1 led team with a bunch of droids. Oh man, he doesn't have leadership skill though, right? Yeah, no. But it is a bunch of droids all on the same team. Inconvenient. All right, let's go get that feat out of the way. Complete that feat. Yay. Is there another feat that pops up now? Nope. So we're looking for undersized squads. Oh boy, good luck. Good luck undersizing squads with this mess that we've got. Shock T teams looks like a solo. B1 ability leader. Leader ability is Roger Roger. That's funny. All right, I think the clones got this team. I kind of want to take my clones in here. Or not clones, troopers. This is a trooper team. The Moff Gideon and friends. I think they got this, right? We're good. We are good. All right, let's send them in. Just finish C. All right, so that's weird. All right, what do we want to do here? Maybe Bastila? Yeah, maybe Bastila is the best bet. Get her out of here first. Let's throw him under the bus. We're good on turn meter right now, so I'm just going to drop the AoE. All right. And then we're going to target gas, and we're going to hope that Bastila dies from the area effect part of this. Still had one attack left to go. Yeah, doing good. All right, that was a counterattack. It was not a turn. All right, let's get Emperor Palpatine. Let's do area effect. Let's do the buffs now for turn meter. Hit that BB-8. I don't mind his counterattacks. Now we can daze him. Maybe, or just kill him. Man, look at those troopers taking out all kinds of relics. The number 6 through 10 relics in his account just got taken out by troopers. Sweet. Sweet. Next GL you should live stream the battles. What do you mean by that, Christian? You mean actually getting the Galactic Legend itself? I think we did a couple of those in one of our streams. All right, if we do C and Vader in the same team, is that overkill? Because, I mean, what we could do, we could put Triumvirate in here. We could just go crazy and put Triumvirate in and Watt. We could do that. Or we could put in Vader and a tank. Might be better off with Vader and a tank. We could use Triumvirate as a cleanup team, right? So what we could do, we could try to get in the arm. Well, we could do Thrawn. Can we do Thrawn? Let me think about a team here for a second. Let me think about a team. So we could do this, and then Watt gives the Emperor the stacks of the debuff. He takes a couple hits. Thrawn can potentially cripple the Sith Eternal Emperor or somebody. And then if we can get this armor to get her stuff onto the Sith Eternal, that's strong. Once she gets her armor on him, it's really a good thing. Thrawn and Watt can go elsewhere. See what the trio is good. Use the middle ability to keep protection on everyone. Then try to get full banners. Use the middle ability to keep protection up. Live streaming the event. I mean, I could live stream the event right now. You can always go back and replay the event any number of times that you want to play it. So, I mean, we could go play the event. That's not an issue. That's not an issue. Thrawn and Watt can go elsewhere. What is the team you're facing? C versus C is apparently a strong counter. Yeah, the issue is that I've got C and Darth Revan and Darth Vader, all three on the same team. So it's not actually just let's say, a bad mix match of stuff that I get to fight through. It's actually some pretty good stuff. Shore Trooper over Sith Trooper, I guess. Why would you if Sith Trooper dies, then at least he heals up, right? So I guess I could do Shore Trooper. Not sure what the advantage is. He can recover easier. He's got more recovery mechanics. We could do that. We could do that. Throw Farm Boy in there. Nah, I think just Watt on Sith probably gets it, but if we can get the armor to also put her stuff on there, then that's even better. We could kick Thrawn out, put Akbar in. We gotta... Akbar's speed's bad, though. We gotta get Akbar up and running. We gotta get him fast so that I can start using that combo. For anybody who doesn't know, that's a little gimmick that I plan to use with my C and the armor. Admiral Akbar has this skill, Tactical Genius, and when he puts this on, the next person to use a special ability gets an immediate turn. So with armor, then you can use this, get the third stack, and immediately apply it. So it's just a dumb combo, but it's actually a use for Admiral Akbar to make him less bad. See armor and set. The problem is with all the relics that he's got, I'm afraid that he's going to get killed. He will get killed. There's no doubt about it. The armor's going to get... She is going to get killed pretty quickly. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put Thrawn in there. I don't want to lose it, because if I lose it, I'm not exactly sure how to clean this up. So we're going to go in with this. Hoard is a good option. All right, let's get the defense tech on him. We've got a Jedi, so let's link that. And then right now, I feel like the biggest threat is probably Vader. So we're going to link him just so that he can't do crazy damage to us. And then we're going to try to get on in here with the armor and get that armor onto Sith Eternal. All right, this goes on. I mean, this could go on Darth Revan too, right? I don't think I'm actually that worried about C. Let's put this on Revan. And then we're going to do weapon tech on the armor so that she can take more turns. Then she'll go over here and carve up Revan. Sure, we'll do that. Then let's assist on Vader. All right, hang in there, Shore Trooper. Never mind. All right, let's keep working on Vader. Stop hitting my armorer. Yep. So much for that plan. So much for that plan. All right, get Vader out of here. Thank goodness. All right, now let's trade with him. And let's link Revan with Rey. And then we're going to hit Revan with everything except assists. Okay, let's get him. Let's get him out of here. No problem. Don't care. That doesn't matter. Auto. Now we don't want to auto until we link, because otherwise the game will waste a whole bunch of time linking everybody all the time, and we don't want to waste time. Now auto, because the links are going to be what we want. All right. Now get her down. That dodge is annoying. All right, there we go. C versus C. Minute 40 left to go. All kinds of protection recovery on my side. All kinds of health and protection recovery on his side. Oh, man. Battle of the wet noodles right now. Wish I had my alt locked in. I don't know why it didn't lock in my alt. So frustrating. I feel like my C is a little faster than his, but I don't see that I'm getting to taking any extra turns. So it must not be faster enough. This looks funny. Oh, man. Come on. I feel like I got to get in an extra turn here somewhere. So 1, 2. Nope, he's going to go. 1. He goes. 1, 2. So I'm getting more turns than him. Getting more turns than him. If I could have got more of those guys dead, then I could have switched over potentially. Okay, let's see. I could leave him right there. All right, clean up. Clean up on aisle 6. Okay, so if we go in here with the CLS team, this can just blow him up, right? I mean, I'm just gonna hit him so hard that'll be it. Am I misthinking this? Because this is just tons of damage, right? Straight up damage flying everywhere. Is that enough damage to kill him? No, you had it. I didn't have it. I didn't have it. I couldn't kill him. I don't know. I honestly don't think even auto basic or anything that I could have killed him. C has anti-rebel. Oh, he has anti-rebel. All right, well, I'm going to do this because I think even with his anti-rebel stuff, I can still just pick him off. You need Han to shoot first. All right. Oh, boy. He's thick for days, this guy. This not gonna work. Just made things worse. Just made things worse, not better. I need something with enough damage to kill this guy. Yeah, let's see what we can get on. Who do we have that has enough damage? Do you think Ness could ramp up her damage enough to to kill the C? I don't think so. I don't think that she would ever get through him because she has to hit him in like 3 hits. She would get all the counterattacks though. Oh, so Vader could probably do it. I think the Jedi must be able to do it, right? He'll drain all of their protection, but could a Jedi team do it? Padme team, Triumvirate. What do we think? Padme team? Nihilist lead with Vader. Nihilist lead gets rid of all protection, right? So it's all health. That could be interesting. Nihilist lead with Vader. Gain 60% offense, 100% health steal, lose all protection, gain max health. Immune to healing effects that aren't health steal, but it takes away critical hits. So you think this? Do the trio and try isolate. Vader cleans this up. Can't crit with Nihilist. Yeah, you can't crit. We could do Palpatine, right? We could do Palpatine, Vader, and I mean, I feel like we need one more support character. Who else do we have that can do debuffs? Do we want to do Krennic lead? Is this a Krennic opportunity? Debuffed enemies who are critically hit suffer ability block that can't be resisted. Does Krennic help with this? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we want to put Krennic in here? Just try to get debuffs on him? all the debuffs we can. Tarkin. Yeah, I think the key is just to load him up on debuffs and take him out that way. So we'll do that. We'll do Palpatine. That way the buffs will stick. And Newt slows him down, right? I'm going to put Newt in there just for fun. All right, here we go. Here we go. Moff Tarkin. We're just going to throw in random stuff and see if we can get Vader to clean this up. All right, let's see if we can get Vader to clean her up. Okay, I don't think I want to do Merciless Massacre right away, right? So I want to do debuffs first. And then Newt, slow him down. Then we'll get more debuffs on him. Zap him. Now we'll do Merciless Massacre. And... oh, wow. That was not impressive. I really thought that was going to do a lot more than it did. A lot more. Oh, man. And Vader's just dying over here. Vader's just dying. Takes out Newt. This Sith Eternal. Man. Vader's got nothing on him. Let's see if we can get him. At least he's going after somebody else now. All right, get some more debuffs on him. Zap him again. Emperor's gone. How do we stay alive here? That's the question. I almost feel like we got to do this just to stay alive, right? All right. Vader's getting linked up again. We got no protection anyway. We don't care. Yeah, we definitely needed Wat Tambor or somebody here to help us. Yeah. Yep, too much. Vader can't crit with Link on him, yeah. Yeah, I think we're not getting through that squad today. I don't know what I've got that can deal with him. We'll come back around to this first zone. As long as we clear 2 zones, I don't think he can do anything. So let's get down here and clear out these zones. Make sure that we've got the win. And then we can circle back around and figure other stuff out later. So let's do this. Let's get rid of Bastila. So we can do an underdog. Or is this a nest? This is a bunch of low damage characters. A bunch of low damage characters. So let's just do this. I mean, they do have a stun in there, right? They've got a stun. C-3PO. C-3PO give me a hard time, right? Because he can get all of this stuff on me. Yeah. 104% potency. Okay. So we're not going to be able to nest that. But how about this? Can we nest this? She's got... we worried about anything with here? Gains foresight, leverage, fury blows. Is there anything over here that I'm scared of? There's no dazes, right? There's no dazes. Do Nest and Hoda with no Kira. I think Padme can work. Isolate Fracture. is to solo him without linking. Okay. Magna has stun. Okay, let's go in with Nest here. And I like the Kira lead, and I'm gonna save my Hoda for something else. So we're just gonna go here. All right. Big attack. There's nothing to stop us from just doing full auto, right? All right, so now we get to talk about something else while we wait for Nest. She's fun. Never quick, but always fun. All right, so chat, I want to hear from you guys. You know, you guys asked me about Kenobi and what I thought, whether I was going for him. What do you guys think? Have you seen the new Kenobi thing, the new Ahsoka? What are y'all going to do? You going to start stocking up on your conquest tokens to make sure you can get Ahsoka fast as possible? You're gonna try for Kenobi? What do people got going on over here? The stun is by far your favorite ability animation. Like when she jumps off the building in Solo and knocks everybody flying. All right, come on. Get him. This B1 is lasting forever. I love JKM and we'll be trying for both of them. I love Galactic Republic. JMK, right? Jedi Master Kenobi. Waiting for the full requirements first. I plan on putting in the corner because I can't get any R8 mats. Yeah, that's rough. R8 Kenobi. Fallen Anakin. So you figure Anakin Darkside is going to be the other galactic legend? I think I may start saving up some tokens for that Ahsoka. I may just save up the conquest currency and just see what I can do for that Ahsoka. So we've got Triumvirate, Padme, Revens. Want to try something crazy over here? Let's try something crazy over here. Let's just do like Bastila-led leftover Jedi. Just random stuff that we've still got sitting around. And see how much we can do against these guys. Will this work? 89,000? Yeah, I think that's too little. Bindo is a problem. We got to bring in enough damage to kill Bindo. Got to kill Bindo. Hoda. Let's do Jedi. Let's do leftover Jedi. Like this. No, because we got to have Bast. If we want him with the Joe, I don't know. I want to take a couple more swings at that Sith Eternal. I feel like there must be something that we can do to get him under control and out of here. I need to learn some stuff. So what other team did we have up top? We still had another team full of garbage up top, right? The Anakin team. Yeah, so this team could be taken out with... If we do Revan up here, or Triumvirate. Can Triumvirate take out Sith Eternal? They don't have enough burst damage, right? They're not going to be able to do enough burst damage to kill him. Does buff immunity stop him from getting the protection back? The healing immunity helps. The buff immunity might help. Just the stacks of courage, he takes less damage from percent health-based effects, so that's not going to work. So what's better to take against the Sith Eternal? Padme or Revan? What do you guys think? Padme or Revan? And then let's just, while we're talking about it, we'll do the Triumvirate here. This is exactly the issue if they remove fleet. You don't care about RC now. So you need to know before Conquest ends what's going to happen to know whether to save for Razor Crest or Ahsoka. Well, the thing is, let's say that you save your tokens. You can still go for Razor Crest, right? The Razor Crest shards cost so much that if you go for Razor Crest later, it's still fine. You know, you could decide which one of those to actually spend your currency on. So I'm gonna save mine for the current Grand Arena round. We just need to go for Anakin here, get him out of there. Wait, we can annihilate Anakin, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm all over the place. Let's get this Yoda. All right, let's kill everybody a little bit, a little tiny bit. Get Yoda out of here. Held by hatred. And get Yoda out of here. Get Yoda out of here. Come on, Yoda, die. You're very annoying. All right, here we go. Let's do that. And get him out of here. All right, now Anakin can go. We don't really care too much. All right, now we got to work on Anakin. Slowly but surely. Yeah, we'll just get rid of him this way. Make it easy. I don't think we'll have any problem getting rid of Bosk, and if I do, we can just wait. That's fine too. We don't even need that. Do that, do this. Sidious is so non-threatening, it's sad. I wish he was better. Wish that he was better. Bam. All right. Finish this off real quick. Come on, finish it off real quick. I said real quick. What I meant was take a week. Triumvirate not known for being fast. All right, get some protection back if I can. We're just going to end up with low banners. 51. Oh, 55. Really? Huh. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking 3v3 with 54 banners again. Silly. All right, and then this. Man, I want to try one horrible team against this and just see if I can do something. All right, let's see. Padme or Jedi Revan here. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not going to be Fallen Anakin. If it's the Dark Side Galactic Legend to go with Kenobi. It was going to be Anakin. The splash art for Kenobi would be the Mustafar scene. You guys want some speculation. You want some crazy speculation. So riddle me this. In the poster for Star Wars Day, May the 4th, they put the poster out, and it has no characters from the last 3 movies. It has no characters from the sequel. What does that mean? Does that mean the sequel's out and we're done? I don't know. Conspiracy theory. Let's see. Let's see what this Padme team can do against Galactic Legend Sith Eternal Emperor. All right. Linking people up, hitting people hard. Let's go. Let's just do some damage. All right, now we can get Barris to go. Get Anakin a big hit. Get rid of some of his buffs. Get a big assist. Alright, now we got the buff immunity on him, but we didn't get the heal immunity. Get Anakin under stealth so we can't get linked. Come on, get the healing immunity on him already. Please. Why did we not get retribution? What am I missing? We got no retribution. Resisted. No retribution. Huh. Okay. Alright, now we got the healing immunity on him. That's good at least. Let's have Anakin go again. Just make sure we keep trying to get those debuffs and stick the healing immunity on him. Alright, big hit. Power up. Okay, Anakin, you got to go before him and you got to get the healing debuff on him. Get the healing debuff. That is not the healing debuff. Ah! Come on. Alright, let's kick him. Get his... come on. He is not putting that healing. There he goes. That's something. Let's keep it going. Keep it on there. Keep it on there. Keep it on there. Let's keep that healing debuff on there. Come on, healing immunity. Healing immunity. There we go. All right, assist, healing immunity. There we go. Good. Keep hitting. Healing immunity. That's all we want. We just want that for days. Healing immune. No, come on. Get the heal immune. No. No. What if we just do basics? Speed it up as fast as we can. His animations just take forever. His animations take forever. Sith Eternal gets the advantage because he just takes a week to do anything. When he does his link, it takes like 8 seconds off the clock. I'm not fast enough to keep putting the healing immunity on him. Oh, not going to work. So, I don't know what I have that could take this guy out. I don't have enough direct damage. The healing immunity won't get through him. I think we're probably just stuck here, boys. JK can solo him? No, I don't think so. No, he gets too much life back. He does damage and he gets life back. The issue is the life return. He just gets so much life back that it's futile. Alrighty. Live and learn. Probably about as well as we could be expected to do against this kind of auto deploy. I feel like there must have been a way I could get him though. Alright, Bindo. Let's see what we got here. So this is just should be a matter of time. Just time and pressure. Take Bindo down first. Then we'll get rid of the Brood Alpha. And then the rest of the characters should be soon to follow. And as far as it goes, I don't think that there's anything left for him to beat up my guys with. So should be a pretty solid conclusion to this Grand Arena at that point. Alright, let's thump them. Let's pull in an assist from Revan. And let's go over here. Almost got him. Almost got that Brute Alpha. We'll get him on the next hit. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Well, let's just do this. Get some buffs going. Oh, we got him back there taunting. What are you doing, Fives? I'm not interested in your taunt. He's like, I don't care what you're interested in. I'm taunting. All right, now we got the Brute Alpha out of here. Tanks for days. All right, this is where the fun begins. Now we got two guys with Grandmaster's training on. Let's see. Let's give it back around to Hermit Yoda again. Let's just keep plugging away. Steal all those buffs. Pass them around. Missing that Bastille Lashawn being able to remove buffs, though, aren't? That would be pretty nice at this point. All right, let's call Yoda to assist. Smack into him again. Oh, almost had him. Almost had him. All right. One more turn, and then we're going to be having all three of these guys with the Grandmaster's training. Let's just finish off Fives. Want him gone. Let's see if we can finish off Shock T. C-3PO runs away. 61 banners. Underdog win. That's pretty good. JKA stacking the debuff. No link, no ability to stop JKA. It's just about damage then. The problem to Nabokov is the 200 speed. That's the issue. So when you look at the Sith Eternal, he's going to literally take 2 turns for every one of your turns, or one of my turns with Anakin. That's the problem. The speed differential is just so high. You know, 477 speed versus my Anakin with like 202 or whatever he is. He's going to take 5 turns for every 2 that I take. So that's the problem. That's the problem that I have with trying to do something with Anakin. It's not going to work out. So that's it. I can't beat the C. I think in retrospect, in hindsight, what I should have done, what I really should have done, I should have brought in like the Triumvirate or something like that, and I should have cleaned up all of those characters behind C and just left C, and then I could have brought in the team with the armor and with Wat Tambor. I could have put the weapon tech on him. I could have put the armor on him, and I would have had no problem killing him. So I think faced with that in the future, I'll bring in a different team to take out the first 4 characters, and then I'll bring in my Galactic Legend to do the cleanup. Or by then I'll have the alt on my my C and it won't matter. What did I put on defense? Good stuff. I put a good defense up. Yeah, because he had a Galactic Legend and a bunch of stuff. So I put my 2, like, let's say Galactic Legend leftover teams here, the Sith team here from C, the First Order leftovers, and then Mon Mothma. So it's all relic level stuff. And then I've got my game lock. I've got my First Order with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and then I think I've got my Grievous team on the other side. And then I've even got, you know, Geos and other good stuff behind that. So I've got lots of good defense. I don't think he can clear either one of those zones with what he's got left over after the amount of defense that he put down. C solo versus C team is the one to use. But then if it comes down to C versus C, you won't see C on defense. So let's face it, guys. Unless it's an auto deploy, you should never see Sith Eternal Emperor on defense. He's too good of a character on offense. So I think the only time we ever fight C is against an auto deploy. So in that case, you know, I'm not going to practice my C versus C because it shouldn't work that way anyway. Gotta head out. See you later, Yago. All right. So maybe we'll throw in one more quick account review. Let's take a look at the time here. We've been on for almost an hour and a half. Let's toss up one more account review real quick and see if we can get some knowledge spread among the crew. Put in ally code here. Search, find, stats. All right. So here we have the Sportswizard from Phantom Rogue. Do we know Sportswizard? Have we done him yet? Don't think so. Again, tactical genius, this guy. Stats, he's got 600 in ships, 1 million in characters for 1.6 total. 84 in fleet, 240 in squad. If we look at ships, kind of a mixed set of ships here. We've got Geos at 7 stars, which is good. We've got Houndstooth at 6 stars, but Bosk is not built up very big. We've got a big Anakin and a big TIE Advanced. I don't know what he's using to protect the TIE Advanced. You usually need at least 1 or 2 good tanks. He's got the Houndstooth, that's okay. But if you've got this much invested in Vader, you should have a TIE Bomber of equal size, or you should have the Houndstooth with Bosk at gear 12. You need a really good tank to protect this TIE Advanced. You can, even if you use him as a reinforcement, you bring him in, you're only going to get a couple shots off, because the AI targets this ship with a massive priority. These 2 ships right here, if they're on the board, the computer is targeting them. I guess you could put them both on the board and maybe protect one of them by having the computer kill the other. That's not a very good strategy, but I suppose it would work. Maybe put the Geos out and reinforce with TIE Advance behind Sunfac. I don't know. I don't see a lot of good stuff on fleet for him. I don't see. So he's using those 2 ships behind the Houndstooth as his opening 3 with Chimera. I don't mind this, but if you're going to do this, then your Bosk needs to be huge. This Bosk needs to go straight to Relic, right? Straight to Relic. Get all these mods to level 15. Get them all 6-dotted. You know, make Bosk massive. Make this massive, and then you can run these 2 ships behind it and improve your fleet ranking by a lot. So that's the first thing I would say. Procrastinating a 3-page essay, please continue longer. All right, we'll do it a little bit longer. All right, we got a Revan here that's modded for offense and crit chance with pretty bad speed. Revan has to be, I mean, crit chance I don't mind, but make him fast. Put a speed set on him, look for good speed subs, make Jedi Knight Revan fast. Darth Vader, crit chance, crit damage set with a crit damage triangle. That's a lot of commitment to the critical stuff, and you're still pretty low here. If you're going to commit this hard to all the critical stuff, then you probably should make this a crit chance triangle so that you can get near 100% when you're in Merciless Massacre. This is a lot of commitment to crit. If you get a crit, you kill somebody instantly. If you don't get a crit, you just hit like a wet noodle. Grandmaster Yoda, 252, speed, health, crit chance. If you're gonna mod Yoda like this, see, he's got the crit chance over here. That is a lot of crit chance for Yoda. Is he over 100%? No, I guess not. 80%. Still, that is a lot of crit chance on Yoda. probably would go with speed on him too, make him fast. I like him fast. Other people say offense, make him hit hard. But Grandmaster Yoda, I don't think that crit chance is the right way to go for him. I would probably focus more crit damage triangle here, and then speed or offense. Darth Revan, how fast is he? 253. Not horrible, but not great. 8 speed on a mod, 10 speed. Yeah, Darth Revan's going to be looking for stuff like this with 18 speed. That's the kind of stuff you're looking for. Yeah, these 8s and 9s just don't cut it on Darth Revan. Bastila Shan Fallen. Same thing on her. She needs to be super fast. 219 is not super fast. Okay. So I don't mind the account build. We're going Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan into Malak with a pretty good focus. He's not burning up a lot of, you know. I was going to say he's not building up a lot of gear on a lot of other characters, but he is putting stars on a lot of stuff. He's got Bounty Hunters, CLS team potentially coming up. Yeah. But up top, I mean, the good gear is focused on the good characters, so I don't mind that. I don't see the Malak yet. The Malak's got to be in here somewhere, right? If you don't have Malak unlocked, that needs to be the absolute thing that you're working on right now, because Malak is such a good character. You really got to get Malak going. Yeah, we don't see Malak in here. Malak. Got to get him. Got to get it. So finish that out. Get the Malak going. Get the Zeta on this Geo Brood Alpha on Queen's Will right away. Right away. Get that as soon as you can. That, if this was my account, that would be my next Zeta right there. So in terms of characters, keep doing what you're doing. Build the Malak. Keep going in that direction with these 2 Revan teams. That's all good. And that, it'll be a while. You know, you got a CLS team up and coming. You got good teams. Just keep building what you're building. Ships, you got to get that Houndstooth. You got to sink a ton of effort into this Bosk. You got to make this Bosk massive. Where is he? Where's Bosk? See, Bosk should be all the way up here at the top of the list. I seriously don't see him. Where is Bosk? Driving me crazy. I got to find him. I feel like I've driven by him like 6 times now. I can't see him. All right, Bounty Hunters. What am I missing? There he is right there. Man, you need this guy. He's got to go. Him and the Houndstooth. That's about all the advice I got for you. Tons of mod work. Speed mods with speed subs. Your teams look good. Keep building those teams. I'm perfectly fine with the teams that you're building. Work on mods. Work on fleet. Let's see what chat has to say. Offense is good on JKR, but you need good speed secondaries. If you're going to run offense on JKR, you need to have a lot of speed secondaries. He needs to be fast. Yeah. He needs to be fast. That's 85% crit chance in Merciless Massacre. I'm starting to see a common theme in these account reviews, more speed. You have to be like McQueen, I am speed. Yeah. I tell you guys, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to. But if your roster is faster than your opponent's roster, you will win so many more battles. What's my next relic on the Loquitur account? Should be Stark. Stark is who I intend to relic next. You know, something may happen that may change, but Stark. And then from there, maybe we'll go to Padme. I don't know. I don't know who my next relic is after Stark, if it's going to be another trooper or or what. But yeah, Stark, we're getting to the point where people are threatening to outrun Stark. So right now we're 286. With the plus 20 speed we get from Veers, that puts us at 306. And because our mods are just better than most other people at the same level galactic power that we have, we outrun them. But we're getting to the point now where other characters with speed bonuses and things like that are going to start outrunning us. So by putting him to relic level, it'll give him another 20 speed. Then I'll be at 326, and I'll still be able to outrun everybody. I would love to relic Piet, but I'm so far away from getting him to 7 stars that's a long way off. And we got a lot of these guys that we want to invest in. We've got Kenobi, we've got Sith Marauder we've got to get back around to. We've got Gideon that we've got to, at some point, make a commitment to and get him built up as our 5th trooper. And then we've got Queel that we want to build. So we've got, I mean, even without starting any more teams, we've still got a lot of work to do in this account. a lot of days and months worth of work. You did get that Nest node. Yeah, but Nest is one of those things where if you have like a 4-star Gear 11 Nest, I don't think that's helping you, right? So when Nest gets up to like, you need 330 shards to max her out. So like once I get above 200 shards, then I'll open up Nest and I'll start working on her and get her to 6 stars, and then maybe she'll have some use, and then finish her out. But yeah, I'll wait a bit on Nest until I get some shards built up for her. Who are your Relic 8 characters on your main account? Kylo Ren Unmasked, Nest, and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I have the materials to do another Relic 8 partway. Let's see. I don't have all of the materials, but I do have these arrow magnifiers. I've got 20 of those. I just have to finish out an impulse detector. So I can Relic 8 another character at some point in the near future. I just don't know if it's going to be... I mean, Sith Eternal is a pretty good candidate for that Relic 8 just because he's a galactic legend and deserves it. And Vader's another good candidate for the Relic 8. Kenobi, if for some reason it looks good to go for that galactic legend, I may want to Relic that Kenobi. So we'll sit on some Relic 8 materials and see where they go with these galactic legend requirements first. And for those who were interested, I did put my 6th Zeta onto him on Unraveled Destiny. We put the 6th Zeta on, so Vader can sleep well at night. He can relax. He doesn't have to have an OCD fit anymore. We've got all 6 on that galactic legend. Really, Kylo Ren Unmasked. Yeah. Any tips to beat the Nest node? On the fleet stuff? It's not that node isn't that bad in terms of fleet. It's not one of the worst. What do they got? Yeah, I mean, if you got Geos, you can just focus up and kill the 5s right away, and then kill the Ahsoka, and he'll reinforce with like Plo and Clone Sergeant, so you'll have to work your way through them. But the big thing here, I think the thing that won it for me, was just the fact that I have Plo as a reinforcement. You know, being able to bring in Plo is a big deal. So, I mean, I could do one of those battles real quick on the Loquitur account. I guess. See if we've got 20 energy over here and just do one. I think I remember that working that way. Oh, we've already done it for the day, and I'm not gonna pay gems to unlock it. But yeah, because of the way this fleet works, I think bringing in the Plo and getting back health and protection is how I was able to 3-star this. You can see some of these battles I don't even have it 3-star yet. That I got 1 star. This only got 2 stars. But the Nest battle I was able to 3-star. This one I can't even beat yet. Just do too much damage. This little ship just like does tons of damage to me. I can't get to him fast enough to knock him down. I want that Zeta material. Hard nodes without shards. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up there for the day, guys. We've been on for, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Pretty good stream. Tried to work our way through a auto deploy on the main account here. Did, I think, pretty good on the Darth Loquitur account as far as getting through the Great with a full clear, using our troopers on that back wall, coming in clutch on that, killing that Grievous team. Answered some questions, did a couple quick account reviews. Sounds good to me. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. If anybody hasn't used their lightsaber, please do so on the way out. Crush that like button. Blast it into 1,000 pieces. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Fun community over there. Get a lot of questions answered. Even if you don't get your account review right away, you can still get help. Thank you all, and I will see you in the next holocron.